They say you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat those who can't do anything for them. But one waiter was about to learn that lesson the hard way. The city skyline glittered against the night as the camera of life itself might have captured it, sparkling towers reflected in rain-slicked streets, the hum of nightlife echoing in the distance. Inside Le Mirage, a high-end restaurant, the atmosphere was a symphony of elegance, glasses clinked, laughter rippled through the air, and soft piano music floated above the murmur of conversation. The door opened gently, and in stepped an elderly woman, Mrs. Ada Thompson. She moved slowly, her frame small and unassuming, clad in a modest coat and worn shoes. Her gray hair peeked out from under a neat little hat, and she clutched a small purse tightly in her hands. From across the room, Liam, a young waiter in his mid-twenties with a cocky, arrogant air, spotted her immediately. A smirk tugged at his lips as he approached. Ma'am. I think you might be lost. The soup kitchen is a few blocks down." Ada's voice was soft but steady. "Oh, no dear, I'm meeting someone here for dinner." Liam's smirk widened. "Here. Le Mirage. This is a 5-star establishment. We have a dress code. We can't just serve anyone off the street." The other diners turned their heads, whispering among themselves. Ada lowered her eyes, a flush of embarrassment coloring her cheeks. I just wanted a table, please." "I'll pay," she said quietly. "Pay? With what, your pension? Look, I've got VIPs coming in soon. You can't sit here making the place look like a retirement home." He gestured toward the door. Ada's shoulders sank. "I'll wait outside then." She turned to leave, stepping out into the cold night rain, finding a bench where she could sit quietly, unnoticed. Inside, Liam chuckled to another waiter. "Some people just don't know their place." But Mr. Davies, the restaurant manager, had overheard. "Liam, what was that about an old woman?" "Just someone trying to freeload, sir. Don't worry, I handled it." "Handled it? This isn't your street corner, Liam. Show some respect next time," Mr. Davies said sternly. Liam rolled his eyes. Respect doesn't pay the bills. Outside, Ada shivered, staring through the rain-speckled window. From her purse, she drew an old photograph of her late husband and whispered, "You tell me to stand tall, even now." A reflection caught her eye, a luxury car gliding past on the wet pavement. She didn't notice it. Then the sound of engines filled the street. One, then two, then three Rolls-Royces rolled up in front of the restaurant. Valets rushed to the doors as lights flashed and the cars opened. Out stepped three figures of power and prominence: Evelyn Carter, CEO of a major tech firm; Daniel Carter, a top criminal attorney; and Grace Carter, a famous philanthropist and fashion icon. Each moved with a presence that commanded attention, draped in high-end couture and trailed by bodyguards. "Reservation for Carter. We're meeting someone, she should already be here," Evelyn told the hostess. The hostess hesitated, then stammered, "Of course, ma'am. Right this way." "Oh. There was an older woman earlier." Evelyn's eyes landed on Ada, standing alone in the rain. "Grandmother," she exclaimed, rushing to her side with an umbrella. "Grandma. What are you doing out here? Why didn't they seek you?" "They said I didn't belong here," Ada whispered, her voice trembling. Daniel and Grace moved forward, furious. "Who refused to serve her?" Daniel demanded. Liam froze, all confidence drained from his face as the restaurant fell silent. Evelyn helped her grandmother inside, the hostess hurriedly ushering them to the VIP table in the center of the room. Evelyn turned to Liam, her gaze cold. "Was it you?" I thought she looked like," Liam stammered. "You thought she wasn't rich enough for your standards? That she wasn't worth serving?" Daniel interrupted sharply. Grace's voice cut in, furious. "You humiliated our grandmother, because of how she looked." "I didn't know," Liam began, but Evelyn's icy tone stopped him. That's the problem. You didn't want to know. Mr. Davies hurried forward, apologizing profusely. Mrs. Carter, we are so sorry. He will be dealt with immediately. Ada raised a gentle hand. No, please. Don't fire him. He's young. He made a mistake. I'd rather he learn from it than lose his livelihood. After dinner, the Carters finished their meal while Liam, humbled and shaking, served them. Ada looked up at him as he poured water. You know, young man, wealth isn't in the clothes you wear or the people you serve. It's in the kindness you show when no one's watching, she said softly. I used to own this building, you know, she continued, her eyes glistening. My husband and I built it before you were born. Le Mirage was our dream. We built it for everyone, rich or poor, to feel welcome. Somewhere along the way, that message got lost. Liam could not speak. Tears formed in his eyes. As the family prepared to leave, Ada stood. The manager offered another apology, but she smiled gently. Don't punish him. But from tomorrow, I'd like to sponsor staff training. On dignity, respect, and humanity. Evelyn nodded, pride shining in her eyes. Make it a company initiative. The Ada Thompson Kindness Program. Liam bowed his head, whispering, Mrs. Thompson. I'm so sorry. I forgive you, Ada said, her smile warm. Just, be better next time. The Rolls-Royces glided away into the night, leaving Liam alone, watching through the glass, finally humbled. Sometimes, the poorest-looking person in the room carries the richest soul. And sometimes, those we dismiss are the very ones who built the world we stand on. Never judge by appearances, for one day, the table may turn, and you may find yourself being served the lesson of a lifetime.